Well, the last thing kids want to think about over holiday break is learning. But education experts say it's important that they continue that habit and routine. So parents, why not branch out, get creative, and make learning fun? How do you do that, right? Well, here with some creative ideas is Dr. Nika Fabienke, Senior Director of Curriculum with ABC Mouse, and it is great to have you with us.
Thank you so much.
Well, definitely over this Christmas break, it seems like as parents, I don't know, it feels like it just gets longer and longer. They're out earlier, they stay out later. It can be a long holiday break.
Yes, yes. And it's so important that we don't lose that routine of learning and exploring all year long. I'm really excited for the chance to build children who identify as learners, like lifelong learners. And lifelong learners don't just learn when they're in school. The great thing about being on vacation is that you get to learn about anything. You're not limited to what's in the textbooks or what your teacher has planned. You can learn about anything in the world.
And of course, over the holidays, we all think about being together with family and tradition, and you say that's something that we can sort of build on.
Yes, yes. So think about the things that are important to your family. Are you a family of storytellers? Are you artists? Are you mechanical? Do you create? Have your kids join in your passions and your hobbies. That's learning, that's thinking, and it's learning that's important beyond just the classroom and testing.
And then you also say, even if you're watching those Christmas movies or you're doing some kind of entertainment or there's music involved, make those moments intentional and come up with some different learning opportunities.
Yes, we can follow the child's lead while they're on vacation. And frankly, we can make anything a learning moment. All you have to do is think about infusing language, literacy, meaningful observations, and problem solving. So when you're watching a movie on TV, that movie is a form of storytelling. Hit pause every so often and ask, hey, what do we think about this character? What do you think is going to happen next? Why? What would our family do in this setting? You can ask those meaningful questions, even if the story itself is a bit silly and holiday related.
And that would work, I imagine, too, for like reading. We know reading is so important over that holiday break. It's almost like you're teaching them their story development and characters and that recognition.
Yes, if you can recognize patterns in storytelling and you can recognize rich language, you understand foreshadowing, you watch a character change, that all translates into literature and reading when they get back to school.
Yeah, I was going to say, and when you're back to school, it's always hard those first couple of days, I think, because their brains have been, on the hiatus for a while. So getting them back into that routine, do you have some tips on some of the things that we can do as parents after the new year to kind of get them going again?
Yes, well, the best sort of preventative measure is to keep them thinking through the break. So it doesn't have to be formal. It doesn't have to be traditional reading, writing, and math. You can use digital apps like ABC Mouse, the program for which I am a team member. ABCmouse.com creates a game world in which kids can play and explore and problem solve, and underneath it all, they're thinking and learning. That kind of exercise keeps their cognitive muscles active so that when they do get ready to translate back into school traditional learning, they're ready.
Yeah, Dr. Fabienke, I have a 6-year-old, and we've used the ABC Mouse app, and it's so fun to watch him, build up those little coins that he can, make his mouse house and really learning throughout each of those lessons.
Yes, oh, I love that. And he is in charge. When he's an ABC Mouse, he gets to identify as a learner. I'm a learner. I choose to learn about X. I want to explore Y. It's really exciting for our youngest little learners to feel empowered and realize that learning is not something that you just do when the teacher prompts you. It's something that you do because it's who you are. We learn because we're curious. We want to find out more. We want to be proud of ourselves. That's really exciting to hear.
Well, I love your passion and your energy. Where can our viewers go for more information?
Well, if you go to abcmouse.com, they can find out about having their child enter this amazing learning game world. You can try it out for free. We also have tips for parents in our Parent Center.
All right, love the Parent Center. Dr. Fabienke, thank you so much for joining us. Merry Christmas to you.
Oh, thank you to you and your little boy too.
All right. For more information, you can always check out the website abcmouse.com.